so hot in here, it's crazy. All right, so I want you to make your band as wide as possible, and I want you to place it across your mid-back, kind of bra strap area. I like it wide, right, so that you don't really feel that tight little band around you. It's just a nice, comfortable feeling. You're going to cross it in front of your ribs and hold on to each end, just in this nice, bring it below the chest. Good. So from here, and just standing comfortably, that's all I want. I just want you to make sure that you're not blocked in your knees so that you're standing into your back, right? You want to pull up on the belly, you want to just soften the knees. And then from here, we're going to just breathe. So what I want you to think about here is as you inhale, I want you to think of taking the band that is along the ribs, and I want you to think of expanding it outward without lifting the shoulders. So we're going to inhale, we're going to expand that band out, and then we're going to exhale, and we're going to feel that band making that band smaller. And we're going to inhale and exhale. So all I want is this nice open rib and then closed rib, right? And you want to think about, I talk about this all the time, as you inhale to open the ribs, we're going to think of growing taller. Now, keep your height, exhale, but don't let yourself lose that height. Feel yourself connect down through the shoulder blades, feel yourself connect in through the rib cage, pulling it in and out. Inhale, grow tall, exhale. Just do like 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale and relax. I learned something really interesting. I was talking to this man who specializes in breathing, and I went to Colorado recently. And going up to that high altitude, he was teaching me how to prepare. And it was amazing how well it worked. How you inhale as deeply as you can and hold it, then inhale again, hold it, inhale again, hold it, and then let it go slowly. And he said, you do that a few times a day, like 5 or 6 reps. And I couldn't believe, I didn't even really feel the altitude when I went there this time. So really is amazing if you can do that. All right, let's change gears. So we're just going to kind of open up the legs a little bit wider. Stance, not much. Feel comfortable in your feet. It doesn't have to be a huge external. And we're just going to take that band in front of us, and we're going to make our arms into kind of a little V position. And we're just going to start by kind of stretching our shoulders. We're going to keep the rib cage closed. We're going to inhale, expand the rib cage out. But now as we reach the band behind, I want you to not let yourself punch forward through the ribs, but just keep them closed, right? Bring that band all the way down. And then we're going to open that band back out as we bring that all the way forward. So just 2 more of those. And inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. And then we are going to do that again, but we're going to stop ourselves right with those arms behind our back, right? So we have this nice extension of the arms. My wrists are straight. I'm reaching my hands apart. My knees are just relaxed. I feel maybe a little glute here because I'm in a wide stance. And then we're just going to let the band carry our arms behind, keeping the rib cage closed in the front. So we stretch the front of the shoulders. And then as we take them and reach them apart, we exhale and just lengthen those arms till you feel the band on your back. Inhale. Let the band carry those arms behind you. Exhale, reach the arms apart. Just do that again. And inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Reach them apart. Bring those arms all the way up and over, and just roll out those shoulders. You should have been feeling that somewhere in your shoulders as well. All right, all of that is going to be connected. So from here, we're just going to go into a little bit of arm work, shoulders in particular. We're going to lift those arms back up. We still have this nice V position of our arms. So all we're going to do here is kind of reach those arms just slightly behind you so that as you reach that left arm down and away, the band is behind the head. to the other side. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And down. And up. And down. And up. One more on the other side. We're going to come up. We're going to take this big V of our arms and just reach it right out in front of you. You're going to take your left arm and bring it right in front of the left shoulder. So now your right arm is kind of offset, right? So your left arm is going to be your rock. You're going to exhale, take that right arm and reach it out and slightly back. So you don't want to rotate through the body. You don't want to feel that shoulder rotate forward. Keep that belly nice and tight. Let's do 3. And 2. And 1. And then we're just going to come, we're going to switch. So we're going to bring that right arm right in front of that right shoulder. Shoulders are down, belly is in. Exhale that left arm out and back. You know, the tension's up to you, right? So you make that tension. Obviously, the tighter you hold on to the band, the closer the hands are together, the harder you're going to make that. 3 more. 3. And 2. And 1. Bring it forward. So we're going to go to an underhand position. I'm going to come back to parallel, just nice, easy parallel position. And I'm going to have my elbows right into my waist. And I'm going to lower those shoulders down. I'm going to open my collarbone. We're going to start here with just one arm at a time. So I want you to glue your underarms in towards your ribs. You're going to exhale one arm as it rotates open. And then you're going to bring it back to center. We're going to go to the other side. Exhale. And inhale. Think about that rib closure the whole time here. Keeping that belly lifted, knees are soft. Exhale. And exhale. Try not to rotate. Keep those hips. There you go. On the other side. And I know it's like we want to make it go further, but keep the body straight. Okay, bring it back to center. Last one here. We're going to do both arms together. This one's a little bit more challenging. Keep those shoulders back. We're going to exhale, tighten that belly, open those arms out, and then in and out. So this one becomes a little bit more challenging, or I say challenging, but you can feel it more through the rotation of the back of the shoulder. And let's do 3. And 2. And 1. Come forward, bring those hands down, go back to your overhand position. Just let yourself relax through those shoulders. So from here, we're going to come back to that nice V position. And then we're going to come up over the head. And we're going to allow those arms to open again where we were at one point with those arms straight out, right? Band is behind. I want you to reach through the fingertips, keep those wrists nice and straight. And we're just going to go into side bends. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to lean to one side. We're going to keep the tension on the band as we exhale and lift back up. Let's inhale. Reach the hands apart. Exhale. Lift through the crown of the head. But keep reaching those hands apart from each other. Inhale. And exhale. Start at the low belly as you exhale to lift. Inhale right here. Pull that low belly in. Pull up through the low belly as we lift through the torso. Inhale. We're going to switch this. We're going to again inhale, bend. But now we're going to hold. Keep those arms reaching. Twist towards the ceiling just a little with the chest. Come back to center and come back up. Let's do that on the other side. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale one more time. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring that all the way over. Let's just roll out those shoulders. Roll out that neck. Make sure everything feels nice and easy and relaxed. Right. We're going to place the band under both of your feet. So we're just going to step right on that band with both those feet. So again, I love the band because you can choose to just drop it and not use it. Especially if you're into your neck or your shoulders at all, you can adjust, right? If you want it harder, then you just pull up as much as you can on that band, and it will be nice and challenging. So I'm going to go to medium. So I'm going to pull up on my band. band so that I have some tension. I'm going to bend my knees slightly, and I'm going to hinge forward with my body just a little bit. So I'm going to feel like my glutes are poking out behind me. And I'm going to, again, kind of start with my hands straight down to the floor, but I feel my underarms slightly connected in towards my ribs, right alongside my chest. And from here, I'm going to pick my belly up off the floor. So I'm going to pull it up. And I'm going to exhale, or just kind of do a nice little bicep curl. I'm going to straighten my arms, keep them long as I then lift them out. And in. And bicep curl. And out. And in. So try to just keep that nice position of your upper body in that little hinge forward. It's not super deep, right? I'm just kind of sitting back into my glutes. I have my feet connected to the floor. In particular, I have my heels down. So don't come up onto the toes, as we were talking about earlier, Christina. Don't come up onto those toes and throw yourself forward. If you keep yourself into the heels and you sit back, you're going to find your glutes a lot more. And in and out. Okay, we're going to come in and we're going to hold. Sorry. All right. So from here, we're going to do single arm at a time. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay in this position. Make sure that you're sitting back into those glutes. Your belly is lifted. You're going to bicep curl on the right. Now you're going to hold that bicep curl as you extend that arm out. You're going to pull that elbow back down and in and release. We go to the other side. Bicep curl and reach and in and down and up. In and down. When you pull that elbow back to the body, reach it towards the floor so that you really feel that shoulder dropping away from that ear as you pull that elbow back into the body. Reach the elbow down and up. Keep thinking about that belly lifting from the floor. You should still be sitting deep into those glutes. So really allow yourself to sit back. Almost done. One more. In and down. And then let's curl up. Just come out of that and just roll those shoulders around. Make sure we're all released. And then all we're going to do from here, we're going to grab those bands again, and we're going to step back. So I'm going to take my left foot. I'm going to step it out of the band as I step it behind. And I'm going to bend, again, my front, both my legs actually. I'm on the toe of my left foot that's behind me, but I'm still in this hinged position. So I'm going to take my right arm and I'm really going to pull up on that band so that I almost feel like that band is pulling gently through my right arm just to keep it reaching towards the floor. And that you can adjust your left arm here, okay? So from here, we are just going to do some tricep pulls. We're going to keep the arm long. We're going to lift it behind you and then inhale forward. Exhale. Inhale. So again, don't go too far. I don't want rotation, not yet anyway. And exhale. And out. And reach the arm behind you. Try to keep the wrist straight. All right, last one. We're going to reach it back. We're going to hold and we're going to pulse it up. Try to find that tricep, back of that arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. We're just going to go into some nice little circles. So we're going to open that arm out. We're going to circle it behind. And back down and in. And open. Try to keep the body nice and straight. So you're trying to really stay into your balance. Trying to stay stable. Let's do 3. And 2. Really keep reaching that underarm down. Last one. Let's reverse it. Pull it back first. Open it out. And back. And back. Let's do 2. And if you're anything like me, you should be feeling that glute on that standing front leg, right? That glute should be working. All right, step forward into the band. Let's do that on the other side. So let's go ahead and step back now with that right leg. I'm going to come into that little bend of both of my legs, hinging forward. I'm on the toe of my back leg. All right, from here, right? So we're going to take that now right arm, and I'm going to pull up on my left band to really allow that to carry that arm down. I'm going to go to my right arm, and I'm just going to straight arm tricep back. So it's a straight arm press. And exhale. Try to lift that band just high enough to feel that tricep engage. Try to keep the wrists nice and straight, shoulder is down. Every time you exhale, feel that belly lift from the floor. And 3, 2, we're holding and we're pulsing. Try to keep that shoulder from the ear. Don't let it start to round forward. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it forward and pause. We're just going to do in our little circles. We're going to open the arm out, circle it back, and open and circle. Try to keep that body nice and stable. 3 more. 2. And 1. Let's reverse it and press it back. And back. Try to keep that arm and that wrist nice and straight. 3 more, we're done. And 3. And 2. And 1. And round yourself up. Step into the band again. All right, last one. All right, we're gonna add a little rotation. So we're gonna start again how we started in the beginning. We're gonna bend our knees and kind of hinge forward. So all we're gonna do now, single arm, we're gonna reach the elbow out and up, and as we do, we're gonna twist in that direction. And then we're gonna bring it back until both arms are straight to the floor, and we're gonna go to the other side. Open out, and twist, and forward. And down. Try to keep those hips from wanting to come with you on the rotation. All right, we're gonna do one more on the other side, which makes me even. And then we're gonna pause. I'm actually gonna start on my left this time because I wanna show you exactly what we're gonna do. So from here, it's the same exact thing. The only difference is we're gonna add extension of the arm. So as we pull out, we twist, and now we hold the twist as we just open that arm and extend it and pull it back and reach down. And you may have to adjust your weight. Twist first, open, down, back, twist, reach, down, back, twist, reach. One more on each side. Last one. And down. And let yourself just kind of straighten those legs. Reach those arms towards the floor. Get that nice release to the back. And as we come up, curl yourself all the way up. Stand nice and tall. Roll those shoulders down. We're going to do that again. And, oh, I know what I wanted to do. I just remembered. Take your band. I wanted to do the roll downs a little differently today. So take your band, because we're going to end up on the floor anyway, but let's do a couple of roll downs. So as you stand and face where you're going to roll down to, the band is going to come down, straight arm, and we're going to just allow the band to open slightly, right? As soon as I do this, I feel connection kind of in my upper back. So we hold this position, we keep the band slightly open as we bring that chin to chest. We pull up through our belly as we round down, but I'm keeping that band open. And I round to where I feel this nice stretch in my upper or my low back. And then as I exhale, I pick my belly up. Keeping that band open, I round it up, pull those shoulders back and down. Let's do that again. And down. Find that place. Knees should not be locked. Stretching that low back. Tuck the tail as you pull up on the belly. Rounding all the way up. One more time. And down. Hold. Stretch that low back. Tuck the tail. Scoop that belly up. All the way. Shoulders down. And then we are going to just relax. Come to the floor. So I'm going to step forward. I'm going to come down onto the floor. And we are going to place that band right at the bottom of those. Stretching those feet out in front of you. I'm going to turn this way. Okay.
Good side.
So you guys can see me too. All right. So I'm going to turn this direction. All right. So let's just start with those nice little curl downs so that we can release out from the spine, okay? So I want you to, the weight on here on the band, the tension is up to you. The more tension you have, the more support you'll have. If you want more abs, less tension. So sit nice and tall, bring those shoulders down. I feel my sit bones poking straight down underneath me. I'm going to start with that little tuck of the tail. As I pull the tailbone under, I pull my low belly back. And then I just slowly roll myself. We're going all the way to the floor, but as slowly as you can, really thinking of that articulation. Bring the head all the way down. Take a nice deep breath in. Straighten those arms as you start to exhale. The chin comes into the chest and we reach forward. And again, it's nice and slow. When we come up, I'm still rounded, and at the very end, I lengthen my spine up to the seat. Okay, let's try that again. And tucking that tailbone, we start to curl back. I feel my low belly really pulling back. Slowly bringing my spine down to the mat. Head comes down. Deep breath in. Exhale, chin to chest. All the way up. Keep rounded until you get to those sit bones. And then nice and tall. We just have one more. And scoop out that belly. Curling it down. All the way down. Deep breath in. Exhale and curl up. Keep that roundedness until you get to those sit bones. And sit nice and tall. All right. We are going to come to just a half scoop position. So as we curl back, we're tucking that tailbone, we pull that low belly in, we come to this nice kind of halfway back position, nice and easy. I'm going to take my right leg and I'm going to take it out of the band. I'm going to bring it to tabletop, all right? And then as I start here, I'm going to lift the band, or the leg that's in the band, and as I lift it, I'm going to send my other leg back and pull the band back. Reach. The band forward as that other leg comes into tabletop, and reach, and in, and out, and in. Let's do 3, and 2, and 1. Hold. Bring that free leg down to the floor. Extend those arms out towards the extended leg and curl down. Okay, we're going to do a little kind of half teaser. So we're only going to lift the leg that's in the band. And as we do, we're going to press the band away from each other, with our hands away from each other, as we curl up and reach our chest towards the foot. Lower all the way down slowly and up and down. As you pull the hands apart, think of connecting to the upper back and opening the chest. And 3, and 2, and 1 more. We're holding. Take those hands, press them back, and back, and back. Keep that belly scooped. 3, 2, 1, and lower down. And rest. Oh, I'm out of practice. I've been gone for a week. Okay. Put Put both those feet in the strap. You're still down. We're going to curl up. Arms forward. Curl all the way up. Sit tall. And pause. All right, we're going to go back to that half scoop. So from here, we scoop, kind of tuck that tail. We curl back. We take now that left leg, bring it to tabletop. And as we lift the right, we send the left leg out and pull back on the band. And reach. And reach.
I'm like totally retarded. I had a little left brain, right brain issue here.
And 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Drop that leg down. Slowly curl down. And pause here for just a moment. Catch your breath. So that little half teaser. So we're only lifting the strapped leg. Hands reach apart. Exhale. Chest comes to the foot. And down. And up. Really think, as you're pulling those arms apart, you're opening the chest. You're feeling your upper back. Let's do 3. And 2. We're holding. Hold, press back with those arms. Scoop that belly. 3, 2, 1, and curl down. Oh, and relax.
A little cardio a little bit?
Yeah, exactly.
A little cardio?
Yes, we got some cardio today. Curl up. I gotta fix my band. And we're gonna change the foot position. So I'm gonna go to that baby V. So the balls of my feet are in the band, but I'm in that baby V position. Right? So from here, we're gonna start with those little curl downs again. I want the heels to stay together, and I want you to feel this nice external rotation of the leg. And I want you to pull those inner legs together. Keep them tightly together. From here, let's curl back. Exhale. Don't let go of the upper leg rotation, that heel connection, and that inner leg. All the way down.
Hello.
Deep breath in.
Easier said than done.
Exhale, reach forward. Squeeze those inner legs together. Keep that rotation. Come up. Find those sit bones and grow tall. 2 more. And exhale. Pull those inner legs together. Keep those legs rotated outward. All the way down. And up. Squeeze those inner legs. Pull those heels together as you lift. Last one. And scoop. All the way down. Deep breath in. Exhale and up. And rest. All right. We're going to that half scoop again. So both feet are staying in. We're going to go ahead and scoop ourselves back. We're going to find kind of this nice, comfortable half scoop position. And then we're going to pull those heels in and we're going to come to a frog. Bring those hands in front. So as you extend those legs out, you're going to kind of lengthen the arms, come back a little bit more with your body. Exhale, scoop that belly in, pulling those legs in. Inhale, exhale. The band actually helps, right? So I want you to really concentrate on that low belly. As you pull those knees in, scoop that low belly. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Send those legs out, curl all the way down, and just let yourself take a breath. All right, so going back to teaser. So teaser, double leg teaser this time, right? So on this one, we're gonna pull those hands apart, we're gonna lift, and then we're gonna come down. It's just a small little one. We're not lifting those legs too high. And down, and up, and down, and up. And let's do 3, and 2. Can you keep that external rotation? Last one, we are holding. Press those arms back. 2 more. And curl down. And rest. Okay, that was good. Oh my goodness, that was fun. All right, we're gonna curl up. And we're gonna do one more here. So we're gonna take let's take the left leg out. And we're gonna keep our band so I have my band on my right leg and in my left hand. All right? So I'm gonna curl down from here, and I'm gonna lift my left leg to tabletop as my right hand comes behind my head. And I'm just holding on to the band. I have that opposite elbow connected to the floor, and I'm keeping that band tight. So from here, I'm gonna curl up and over to the left leg. And then back down. And up. And down. And up. And I'm really trying to twist and open up with the chest. Keep that opposite shoulder pulling down through the lats, right? All right, we're adding on. We're gonna exhale, curl up. As we curl down, we're gonna send that free leg out. Pull it in and out, and really try to bring that chest up towards that knee as we twist. We're gonna do 2. We're gonna hold on this last one, hold. Take that free leg, reach it out, lift it up. We're staying lifted. 3 more. Morning. 2 and 1. Ooh, lower down. Take that band, or those arms, I'm sorry, reach those arms out. We still have the band in the opposite hand. We're gonna curl up. And then we're just gonna switch sides. But of course. Okay. So I have my band in my left hand, or my left leg, and in my right hand, and I'm gonna curl down. As I curl down, I'm gonna lift my right leg, and I'm gonna pull that right elbow down to the floor. So I take the left hand behind my head, and I'm just gonna curl up and twist. And down. Keep that opposite elbow that has the band, keep it connected to the floor. I don't care if it's next to the body or open, just keep it down. I wanted to pull that underarm slightly down so we can really get into that oblique. And 2 and 1, we are holding, send that leg out as you lower down with the upper body. Now curl back up, pulling that leg in and out. And out. Really think of rotating that upper body, lifting that chest towards that knee. Let's do 3. And 2. We are holding on the last one. Hold, stay lifted, reach that leg out, lift it up and up and up. Stay lifted and twisted. 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Both hands by your side. You still have the band in the opposite hand. We're going to curl up and rest. Good job. All right, I'm going to turn around on this one. So we're going to take that band. We're going to do a feel-good one for just a moment. Kind of get some tension out of that back. So first thing I want you to do is just curl down without the band. So we're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to do a nice little curl down. I'm just going to stay there. So put everything you can into the curl down. Tuck that tail, scoop out that belly, curl back and make it as slow as you can. Picking up that band, bending those knees, and just laying that band on your belly. And just rest. Okay. So we're going to start out nice and simply. We are going to use the band in a minute, but we're not going to use it right now. So you want to take those heels, kind of bring them in just to where you feel comfortable. They're not too far away from you. We want to keep the feet down and planted on the floor. And we're going to, again, kind of tuck that tailbone under, right? And we feel that pelvis tip back. We feel that imprint of the low back. And then we just release it. So we're not lifting off of the mat. And scoop. Feel that pelvis really tip back. Feel your pelvic bone rising as the low back presses into the mat. And reach it forward. You're coming back to your neutral. And exhale. And inhale. See if you can do this without putting any additional pressure through the feet. Exhale. No leg here whatsoever. Good. So let's just go ahead and lift now into our bridge. We start the same way. And we just curl up off the spine, reaching those knees out over those toes. Hold at the top. Take an inhale. And now release from the upper spine. And articulate all the way down. Back to your neutral. Let's do that again. And scoop. And up. And again, release. And down. Coming back to neutral. So you have that band across your belly. I just want you to grab a hold, kind of in a wide stance of your arms, so that as you separate your hands and bring them to the floor, that band is staying tightly across the belly. Okay, so make it tight. You want to avoid letting the band roll the shoulders up. We want to keep the shoulders pressed back. And then we're going to go into that just hinge. So we are not going to curl. All we're going to do is take our pelvis and press it up through the band. And then lower it down. And we're going to do that again. And I want to adjust mine so it's a little lower. All right, let's try that again. And up. There we go. And down. I don't want to feel like it's going to roll up into my belly button, right? And press up. So I'm keeping that nice, I'm not curling up through the spine. My spine is staying straight. As I lift, I'm pressing my pelvis up through the band. As I lower, I'm leading with the glutes. I'm tapping the floor, I'm lifting. And tapping, and lift. And tap, and lift. And tap. And lift. So we are going to continue with that movement. We're going to lower down and we're going to hold. We're going to just bring the right heel maybe a little closer towards your sit bone. Take that left leg and lift it to tabletop. This time as we press up through the band with the pelvis, we extend that left leg to the ceiling. As we lower down, we bend the left leg and we tap that mat with the glutes and we lift. And down and tap. So this is like that little can-can, right? So I still have my hands separated and my hands are on the floor. We're going to do one last one. We're going to hold it up there and we're going to pulse it up with the pelvis. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Set that foot down. Make sure its heel is kind of in and close towards that glute. We lift that right leg up. And this time as we lift the pelvis, we extend that right leg to the ceiling. We lower the pelvis as we bend. And lift. And bend. And lift. And up. Try to keep that band nice and tight across that belly. Keep those shoulders open. And 2. We are holding on the last one. Up and hold, and we pulse it up. Up. We're pulsing with the pelvis. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Release the band. Take those legs, reach them out. Take the arms up overhead. And just let yourself stretch. Good, good. All right, we are going to come back. Arms come back down. We just have one more to go on this hamstring stuff. So we're going to go to a little wider stance. And we're going to come up to our heels. Right? So open into a V on the heels. Band is in the same place. Right? So I have it low on my belly. My arms are separated into a wide stance. I'm going to press that pelvis straight up again. And as I press up, I'm going to hold. And I'm just going to feel my glutes here. I'm on my heels. pelvis is flat against that band, my glutes are engaged, and all I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna pivot on my heels as my knees come together, and then I'm gonna pivot as they fall or they pull apart. Together, apart, together, apart. Keep that pelvis pressing. Now, open those knees apart, hold. Now, only press open from here. Open, open, little pulse, like a little butterfly, press open, open. You should feel this in your glute med. Keep those shoulders open. And let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back, lower those toes, and curl all the way down. And walk those feet together. We're going to try to do our curl up without our band. But again, remember, if you need the help, just put your hands down. So arms to the ceiling. We're going to exhale, chin to chest. Curl up. Reach for the toes for a stretch. And then curl all the way back up. And we are going to finish class with a little bit of side lying, not much. We're going to, again, do it a little differently today. So we're going to take the strap, place it across the bottom of the foot that's going to land on top. All right? So we're here. I'm going to take the band, it's in between my knees. I'm going to take the band in the hand that's on the floor. All right? And I'm going to lay all the way down, and I'm going to support my head with my other hand. Okay? So I'm actually going to support my head with my other hand. I'm going to reach my arm that has the band way out in front so that the band is like in front of the bottom knee. From here, keep those heels together. Just really lift and support that head with the hand that's behind it. And then we're just going to do clams. So what I want here is the arm that's holding onto the band. I want that shoulder blade or that underarm pulling down. The hand that's on the head, I want that underarm pulling down so that when I'm lifted with my knee in a clam, I'm feeling this also in my oblique, right? So exhale and up. My other leg is on the floor. I'm just letting that top leg open and open. Keep drawing that underarm down on that top arm. 2. We're going to open to clam and hold. We're going to keep the position of the leg as we lift the heel and then lower it back down and lower the clam and clam again and lift and down and close. So it's open, lift, down and close. 2 more. Open, lift, down and close. 1 more. Open, lift, down and close. And then from here, we're just going to switch the band to the other hand. We're going to bring our other hand under the head and we're going to straighten out that leg on top. This is more of a stretch. We're going to flex our ankle as we bring that leg forward into that nice little stretch. We're going to point and reach it back. And we're going to flex and point and flex and point. 1 more and flex and point and down. Let's go ahead and switch. So band goes onto the top foot, right? I take the band in my arm that's underneath. So as I start out, my hand that's on the floor is reaching out. The band is in front of my knees. My other hand is behind my head and all the way wrapped around my ear, right, on the other side. So it's really supporting my head. From here, right, pull down on those underarms, both bottom and top. Lengthen the crown of the head. Let's go right into those clams. And up and down. So if you keep this little lift of the head and body, it really helps to engage through that lat, right? This whole oblique and your latissimus, your oblique, all of that is engaged, which then helps you engage that glute med on the top as well. So really support that head because it really helps. Let's do 3 and 2. And we're holding on that 3. We're going to keep the position of the leg. We're going to lift the heel off, lower it down, close the clam. Open, lift, lower, and close. Open, lift, lower, and close. And up. We just have 4. And up. You should feel this in your glute med. And, or glute, somewhere in there. And down, and rest. We're going to take that band in the opposite hand. We're going to bring that other hand underneath the head for nice support, relaxed, right? We're going to press that leg out. This is just a supportive stretch. So from here, flex that foot, bring that leg forward, point, and pull it back. And flex, and point, and flex, and point. Last one. And bring that leg in and relax. All right, you guys, we have a couple minutes and we're going to finish up with some stretching. So we're going to come to a seated position. And we're going to do similar stretch to what we did in the beginning of class. So I'm going to choose to sit with my feet together, soles of the feet together, and they're out kind of in front of me. So you don't have to have this super deep, right? It's more where it's relaxed to the hips. If this bothers you for whatever reason, bring one foot in, the other foot out, or even in this position is fine, right? So, and we'll switch, right? So we'll do a couple here and then I'll cue to switch if you're doing a single leg bend. So we're gonna sit nice and tall, feel the sit bones under you. Bring that band out in front to a V. And then we're just gonna do that same stretch, keeping the rib cage closed. We're gonna lift that band up and we're gonna reach it behind. And we're going to bring it back up and forward. And again. And again. All right, if you were somebody who was just using one leg and you need to switch, go ahead and switch that out. And we're going to do 3 more. And again. And 1 more. And rest. I'm going to take the band right at the bottom of my left foot. I'm going to open both my legs out. I'm going to hold on to the band, particularly with my left arm, but I'm also going to hold on with my right, although you don't have to. I'm going to gently twist towards that foot. And as I pull on the band, I'm going to hinge forward, reaching my chest towards the feet. I'm not rounding the spine. I'm not dipping my head. And once I get to this stretch, I'm going to check in with my opposite hip. Can you feel it connected? The sit bone connected down to the mat. We're going to come up. We're going to take now the band in the opposite hand. We're going to bring that hand and kind of pull it away from the foot as the other hand goes behind and you give yourself a little twist. And we come back and we switch sides. I like to bring my feet together and then I just step. I'm lazy. I say as little work as possible. All right. I've got a hold of my band with the right hand. I'm going to twist my body so it faces the foot. And as I pull on that band, I'm going to reach my chest towards those toes. And as I get to that stretch, I'm going to check in with my opposing hip. Maybe that sit bone is down. And then I'm going to come up. I'm going to take that band in the opposite hand. And as I open that band out, I'm going to twist in the other direction. My hand is on the floor. I'm using it as leverage to twist. And I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to slide my feet together. Bring both those feet in the band. And this time, I'm gonna just let myself kind of stretch forward, rounding my spine. Head drops to the knees. Reach those arms all the way to those feet, drop off that band. Grab those ankles or those toes. And then go ahead and slowly stack yourselves up. You made it. You're done.
Very good. Thank you.